Hello there and welcome to the Coffee with Colin, and thank you for joining me. Imagine it's your 80th birthday. Imagine it's your 80th birthday and your friends and family have gathered to celebrate your life. Great food, great wine, great company. I'm sure there's laughter and there's fun and there's crack and there's music and perhaps there's a few tears, but all in the name of love, because people have gathered to honour you and the life that you've lived. Your life is successful. Your life has been successful up to that point. And why has it been successful up to that point and why is it successful now? It's because you have lived your life according to a set of values that you adopted over the years. You've lived your life according to a set of values that you value, and you've lived those values across the years. Sounds good, doesn't it? And it should. A friend of mine, Vicky Kelly, set me a challenge, and the challenge she set was for me to discuss your values as they relate to the goals in your life. The goals being that point on the horizon that we're aiming for, and the values, the inner compass that's guiding us on our way. She went on to clarify that she doesn't think values get enough press at all. And when she's working with clients, she actually works at the values level. She works to figure out with them, help them figure out what is important to them so that they can live those values as they strive towards their goals, as they live their life. So Vicky, this one is for you. But on top of that, it's also for my parents, Tommy and Doreen O'Brien. And Tommy and Doreen O'Brien, wonderful people that they are both 80 in the next 6 weeks. My dad will be 80, all going well, on the 6th of August, and Mam will be 80 on the 16th of September. And they're alive, hale and hearty as I record this, thank God. So this is also for you, Mam and Dad. Thanks for everything over the years, and I hope you're listening in and enjoying this. So, values. Values are those things that are an internal locus of control for us as we strive towards our goals and our dreams. A goal is in fact a dream with a date attached. That's all a goal is, a dream with a date attached. I started the piece with a provocative statement suggesting that you should sell drugs, because if you sell drugs, you'll make all the money that you want. Far too many people out there today say they want to earn more money. Well, the easiest way to earn more money, and lots of it, is to sell drugs. Yeah, simple as. Go out and be a drug dealer. So if money is your goal, well then why don't you just cut to the chase and sell drugs? Problem sorted. So what is it that's stopping most of us selling drugs? Of course, some people out there do sell drugs. Some of you perhaps might even consider selling drugs if they weren't illegal, right? What's only stopping you from selling drugs is the fact that they're illegal and you might get caught. Other people out there, and I suggest and hope that the majority of people out there would choose not to sell drugs, because drugs devastate lives. You see them everywhere you go in a major city. You'll see addicts. You'll see addicts walking along, haunted individuals, thin, scarred, eyes sunk in their sockets. The eyes are dead, teeth rotting. Tragic lives, okay? And it's all because of drugs. But that's what drugs do. Drugs devastate lives. Drugs devastate the life of the addict, but not only the addict, the people around that addict, family and friends and loved ones, all have to be devastated and affected by an addict's behaviour. Addicts don't rob and injure just to rob and injure. Addicts rob and injure, if they do so, just to get money, to get the next fix, to satisfy a craving. So addicts are customers of drug dealers. Drug dealers make money. So what's stopping you and I making money by selling drugs? And the answer is values. We value the sacredness of human life over the value of making money. Not all of us, unfortunately, but most of us value the sacredness of human life over the value of making money. So that's why you and I likely won't sell drugs to achieve our goals and dreams. A goal is a dream with a deadline on it. And lots of our goals have financial tags attached to them. Yet most of us won't sell drugs to achieve our financial goals. Why is that? Because of the values that we hold dear, because of the values within us. Vicky Kelly is absolutely right. The goal is that thing on the horizon that we're striving towards, okay? The values, the internal compass, is what keeps us on track, allows us to make decisions that are consistent with how we view the world, are consistent with how we view humanity. So do you want to make more money? Well, I suggest you don't sell drugs, all right? Okay? I suggest that, in fact, you learn to value service. You learn to value contribution. You learn to value hard work. You learn to value focus. That's how you'll make more money. You want to set health as a goal out there? Well, then I recommend you value diet and you value exercise and you value stimulating your mind, getting your head screwed on straight, perhaps by reading or watching or listening to this type of stuff, and thank you for doing so. Perhaps you're feeling blessed at this moment in time and in fact you want to give something back. On that basis, I recommend that you begin to value philanthropy. And as a step towards philanthropy, perhaps you simply want to go out and value volunteering. Volunteer with some charity and see where that leads. And if you simply want to be happy, if that's your goal in life, well then I recommend you value connectedness, because happiness, true happiness, comes from giving more than getting. And connectedness means you're involved with other people and involved in other people's lives. And that's where you learn to be happy. So I'd like to thank Vicky for putting the thought in my head to speak about values as they relate to our goals. It certainly made me think. So let's go back to the future. Let's go back to your 80th birthday as I finish, okay? And let's imagine you're sitting there looking back on the life that you've lived. You're sitting there surrounded by loved ones, friends and family, and they're there to toast you and the life that you've lived. Question is, have you lived that life according to values that you value? Question is, have you lived a life that deems you worthy of having them there with you? So if when you project yourself forward, you imagine yourself looking back on a life well spent, a life of contribution, well, congratulations, because that means that you will have chased your goals and dreams on the basis of the values that you hold dear. And if at this moment in time you're looking forward to your 80th birthday and you're thinking to yourself, it might not be like that, Colm, well then perhaps it's time to make some changes. And I wish you well. And thank you for joining me for this week's Coffee with Colm. I hope and trust as ever that you got something from it. If you have done, you think somebody else would benefit, I'd be delighted if you'd pass the link on. If it's your first time here and you've enjoyed it and you like more of this type of stuff, well then pop to the homepage, ColmO'BrienMotivation.com, leave me some details. I'll make sure you get a link like this every week. Please consider what's been shared here today and apply it into your thinking for this next week. And then equally as importantly, please come back next week. We share another coffee together and I'll ruminate on some other aspect of life and business. Between now and then, get some good coffee for sure, get some fresh air for sure, get some R&R. If you spend a lot of time alone, I recommend you go meet some people. Conversely, if you spend a lot of time with people, I recommend you take some time alone. And then when the time is right, and only when the time is right, get your head back in the game, get organised for the week ahead, get stuck in, make next week count, make a difference, and I'll see you here this time next week for another Coffee with Colm. Sláinte. I really love great coffee. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.